discover Tyr Friddy. My isle, my new city.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
I hope you have what we're looking for, my good.
Well,
you
Leave this man alone.
will.
Yield without a fuss.
Really? To my help! And death to the others!
bit of poison on my blade.
And let's go!
I'm eternally grateful, Your Excellency. You saved my trade. And my life.
Stay alert.
I heard about the man with the silver coin.
If they let it escape, it was only because they...
I beg you, find this Egon and stop him.
Don't worry. I don't intend...
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all serene.
We must find this Egon. At the barracks, perhaps.
I doubt our man goes openly by that name. It is the silver coin we must look for.
It looks like an enormous cage. But look.
It's been broken. Is this ringing any bells for anyone else?
Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Ward off this fate.
I need healing.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
Let's see if we can ward off this fight. Let's see if you can ward off this fight. Let's see if you can ward off this fight. Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
You are not welcome here tonight, sir.
I regret troubling your rest. My name is Desardet. I'm a legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Mev, daughter of Morrigan, daughter of Cardwin. What is a legate? And what could she want?
I am an emissary, a representative of my nation.
Of what cure do you speak?
I am not. But on our continent, we have named the sickness the malady. We have heard talk from some of your people.
You must share with us the formula.
You come here to my home.
Please forgive us. This miraculous cure that we heard.
You are either
But I...
Enough! I do not know what you truly want from me. Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Watch out! Grenade!
Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
We didn't want this fight! Why? Why?
In order to capture and extract from her what we need. To examine her. Dissect her, if necessary. You have done us a great service, guiding us directly to her.
Are you saying that...
Even if the creature has concocted some remedial potion, it is not the song we came for, but the bird. She leads the sorcerers of this island. She knows how they transform, and from where their powers originate. Our scientists think that the remedy is there, in their pseudo-magic, and in their mutation. Thank you for bringing her to us, and ridding us of the monster.
Do you think I'm going to allow you to manipulate me?
I don't think anything. Apologies, Excellency. But you are going to die tragically from a stray bullet intended for the monster.
Mercy, Your Excellency, I surrender.
You're obviously nothing more than a henchman. It is your governor that is going to have some explaining to do. Off with you, and make sure our paths never cross again.
Thank you, Excellency. You will never see me again.
It looks like an altar. What is this?
Your Excellency,
I'm listening.
as you may be aware, we suspected this island might...
Is that so?
We did, but this island was where Saint Matthias lived at the end of his life. And some time ago, we created a village which we called... We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one... It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets.
An extraordinary discovery.
I see you... Alas, these tablets were stolen. Probably. I know that you are That is why I was hoping that you could help.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try to retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community. May the Enlightened assist you in this.
What do you want from me?
Lady de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
The congregation. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the...
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, They are very secretive, and have all sorts of the sorcery they employ to guide their ship, and to top it all off. And this is where it...
Whatever do you mean?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a The only logical reason is that I am certain that we will find clue.
Very well.
Anything else?
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Thank you.
You don't have to thank me. These men were our enemy. The monsters torturing my people.
It would be best if nobody in Teleme caught wind of our involvement in this matter. Even though the actions of the Order are very questionable, we might be held responsible for these men's deaths.
You're right, Father. It would be regrettable if this matter were to put our alliance in jeopardy.
Do not worry about it. We won't tell them.
And we will make these bodies disappear. Nobody will ever know what happened to them.
Except for our Mal, of course. Queen Deirdre will be grateful to you for helping us.
She might also have a better opinion of us. Our last encounter was a bit tense.
You first came in the name of the Moin Shakers. But she'll change her tone after what you've just done. In any case, do not worry about this camp. She will not let our people be imprisoned. She may even ask for your help in destroying it.
Perhaps. In the meantime, please give her my regards.
Bertir Tumad on all Menawi. And thanks again.
Stop! We won't let you kill this boy like you killed Reyna.
Soldiers! Do you realize what you're doing?
Captain? But...
You shouldn't be here. This time, you won't get away with it. To arms!
Do you know what happens to those who die in this regiment? Their bodies are thrown out like those of rabid animals. If you die here, you'll die without glory. Nobody will ever know what happened to you. I doubt that's what they promised you when you joined the Guard.
No. No, of course not.
A good soldier doesn't fight for glory.
Really? Did you recruits leave your families to end up lynched?
No.
Traitors. Cowards. Deserters.
To my help! And death to the others!
A bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Will you be all right?
I'm wounded, but I'll survive.
Come, Wilhelm. We'll help you get home.
I'm counting on you to bring him back to...
Yes, Captain.
Well then, let's go.
Grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto?
We're doing our best to avoid...
Well, what do you want us to do? And we know what will happen to us. Enough! To what?
It was nearly Wilhelm's turn tonight. It could...
Lies! Only the weak.
Nonsense. I've seen this kind of camp before, full of torture, but I was wrong. So help me, mate.
You're right, Captain. Congratulations, Lieutenant. You've trained.
The training wasn't finished, Captain. And
Silence! Where is this second squadron?
They're not coming, Rob.
They surrendered too. It would appear that your train...
Now that you no longer have lackeys to send after us...
I've dreamt of shutting that big...
Poison on my blade.
then let's go!
Will you be all right, Kurt?
Yes. Yes. I'll be fine. I'm just glad to know that the...
What about you, Vil?
Thank you for saving my
I
life.
hope you can forget all about this.
I don't know if you'll be able...
I've been in your shoes on other...
While we wait for this camp, you'll soon receive your transfer.
At your orders, Captain. Glad it's you, Wilhelm.
You'll stay here for now.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? She already held the commander at a distance because he would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have...
There's no use brooding over the past.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of! Come here, you pathetic dog!
The game is over for you, Commander.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Come here, you pathetic dog!
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
I thought you would like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. And as for you, my fair cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most thanks to your message. The Mother Cardinal was able to, by the grace of the illuminated the city.
I was told that you were able to catch the commander before...
Fairly. But alas, his left...
I care little. Do you happen to know the punishment we Enough talk of ruffians. They failed.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude...
I imagine that you shall name a new...
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalists.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust.
We are well aware that the guard's reputation has... We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal.
You have my complete trust.
As you advised me, I followed the leads shared. However, they call him Enon Milfricht.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth?
I saw it take shape with my own eyes. It is possible that the Malachor...
You are referring to the secret the entire continent is paying today for the errors of...
But if it were true, he...
Princess, could you shed some light on this?
All the Donegada know him. You were looking for a demon or... But yes. But it is not simple to me. You need to earn the trust of Glendan.
I beg you, cousin. Go and find... I don't know how much longer I can hold on.
I will do all in my power.
He lives in the village of Dorchad Genadu.
Thank you for your help. Before you leave...
All right.
I do suffer, my fair cousin. Don't blame yourself. Yet... I'm afraid that before... If
I know of a healer. It is rumored his village is west.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. Alas.
If I may, Your Highness, it shouldn't stop Father Petra.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to... As it would seem Teleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the bridge. Perhaps it would be best to ask for...
The sailor's right. The holy men and the...
Thank you, as always, for...
I'll follow the leads. Hold on.
My friend! Silence, but in addition, you no longer...
No, Mr. E. I didn't have a...
It's a shame someone smart. As for me...
We're committed to protecting this man.
If we're going to help him, we will probably lose track of armor.
I'm wounded. I need help.
He's dead. Here he is! Does that really matter? You're finally gonna pay for all your evil.
Come with us, Major Hurd.
If you think I'm gonna give up without a fight... Soldiers!
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
No. What?
You shouldn't be surprised. After all, I owe my talents to you.
Let's lock him up. The Inquisitor will do the rest.
And let's go!
Fantastic! You are now a champion of the arena. I must say that this is the first time I've ever seen such a young team leader win the title. Allow me to give you this. The prize awarded to champions.
Thank you.
Ready to excite the crowd? Ah, there you are. Are you ready for the fight? Your friends must remain...
Yes, I am...
So, jump. What a brilliant spectacle. Congratulations on your... And here are your winnings from the combat.
Bravo! A glorious victory, which is made all the sweeter by double compensation.
I don't believe I've ever seen you happier. The thought of holding something over Cornelia seems to do you wonders.
That is true. Politics is an extremely subtle game, and just as satisfying as fighting in an arena.
I imagine we need to go and see her now.
Yes, and I hope you will enjoy the moment every bit as much as I will. May the enlightened have
Poison on my blade. Let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
My own brothers in faith. The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to San Mateus. They will not dare to attack you there, even if these men were the last force.
You are right. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal...
And if you will allow me to...
Your help will be... In any case, we must present our research to... I will study the tablet, and I will meet you at the palace...
Understood.
Yeah.
I found your...
You should...
Protect me in this battle! Put a poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Stop! We lay down our weapons.
Well, now leave the region and do not return.
We shall not forget the manner in which you have treated us, but you shall not see us here again.
And honestly, You're so drunk! You see double, that's all!
Come on, gentlemen. Please.
Who are you to give up? That's true.
My child, I doubt that your job is leg.
You'd better get out of here.
Ooh. On guard, sir!
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
My dear child, what can I do for you?
But we're entering all the...
Oh, yeah.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
This is the man we saw at the quarry. We must stop him.
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
Surrender. You are under arrest.
What am I accused of?
You are a high-ranking member of a criminal organization that has named itself Egon, and you did not hesitate to order a murder. So, even though the attempt failed, the gallows await you unless you decide to reveal everything you know.
I won't say a word. I won't give you anyone. I'd rather die.
If you really thought so, we would not be talking. You will be taken to New Serene. Manfred will know how to make you talk.
Over there, surrounded by animals.
May the Enlightened protect me in this... On my blade. Let's go!
How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these...
We are glad we arrived at the...
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes, we were. If you would...
Very well. I will walk.
This is the story we have pieced to...
My mother...
A Relwyn gave it to me.
It looks for me. It's good that I'm divorced here.
Someone would have figured it out. So I watched her suffer.
Petrus...
No, you don't understand. She's the only woman I've ever...
Everyone loved her. What's more, all is well now. You are
Petrus.
Thank me.
You may have been a bit You were manipulative and you lied, but thanks to...
My child, at least I've done... I hope the enlightened...
And so you have returned.
A face in the mountain of tears.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her wall. You have given the blood of the animals that in the second room. Finally, you have completed the ritual. You choose to trust the way of Rose, and the island has seen your intelligence and also...
Am I authorized to encounter Enon Mill?
If the High King agrees, only a High King or High Queen...
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince...
I do not know.
Is he hiding?
He disappeared. The last piece. There was Deirdre.
My mother, alas.
Yes. I heard about your loss.
And divorced Tirce.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the...
I have already met her. She sent...
That sounds like her. It is said that he is the chief of the...
Very well. I will go and see...
Kwa'awalamsek.
Hold on! Help is on its way!
Let's see if you can ward off this
You were lucky. Without our presence here.
Yes. Blessed be the earth that has brought you to us at this time.
Oi! You...
Oh no!
These creatures are venomous. If their venom has come into contact with her blood, this...
And we're too far from the village to seek help.
I know a potion that will erase the... I have a vial of it.
Thank you. Truly...
Here. Don't worry.
Marian, what do you feel?
Oi...
She is safe. May the trees always bear fruits on your journey.
It was nothing.
You are different from other Renaigse.
We came to study this place. The carving.
This is one of our places of ritual.
I seek to
You seek the secrets of the Donegal.
Yes. His name is Dunkas.
Here is someone who should be able to answer all...
Let us go, then.
I have so many questions.
Aruich neistiri, adesta marar mam.
Meneda, Meneda, You are an Onolmanawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegad.
Thank you, Dunkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkas.
We are under attack.
Grab the young metamorph!
They won't touch you. Desada, you have to protect them. You can count on me.
A bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkas. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I am afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all—
Thank you, Dunkus.
Money bag. Let's go!
Let's see if we can ward off this.
Anything to report, Sergeant Franz?
Negative, Lieutenant. Everything—
Where did the guards go?
I don't know.
How can you not know? Hey, what's going on?
There's poison on my blade.
Let's go!
Bit of poison on my blade.
Let's go!
We got them.
Make sure that Lieutenant Ermelind is shackled and brought back to San Mateus. She will probably be sent to New Serene to be interrogated by Manfred. She has a lot to teach us about Egon.
I hope she can help you put an end to all of this.
We will take refuge in the Dries. It's not far. Thanks again for freeing us.
Breg, it's thanks to you that I realized what we were doing. I hope you'll forgive me one day for being one of those monsters. In the meantime, I will do everything I can to help stop this smuggling for good.
You are a better man than you think. Friends, when you're finished, return and see me at Xavier. I will be glad to see you again.
We should go. Let's report to Quartermaster Herbert. Yes, let's go.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Leave it there for now. He was ready to sell more than just his own knowledge. There are plans for machines and ships that he must have stolen from elsewhere.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Captain Reuben will no longer harm the Nords. And we have retrieved, but alas, we could not identify—
A shame. But what matters is we have the doc— As for you, Alba, I owe you an—
You have nothing to do with it.
The captain— No. If we put the same trust— We owe you a lot, Desarde. You have my—
Anything else?
I need to be going. Cosilion on behalf— Considering the fact that you have not the methods you use—
Impossible!
Bit of poison on my blade.
And let's go!
These people were despicable. I'm pleased to have finished them off. Let's free these poor islanders and find Dunkus.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and will be banished.
Yes. Those you knew how to renew my trust in.
Thank you, Dunkus. I am honored. Will you—
If you allow it, I would like to punish since he loved the forest. Every day he will replant. Does this punishment seem like—
If I explain to Sir de Cosilion that the man— Thank you, Dunkus.
Is there anything else?
I seek Vinbar, your High King.
8 more! Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Constantine from his stone prison.
You're right. Let's go see him quick. Constantine, wake up, please, I beg you. Hang on. We are bringing you home to get you healed.
Sea and love both share a bitter bite. The sea seizes, and love seizes. Love scolds us, and the sea scolds us, for neither are free from tempest's might.
A poem?
Yes, a poem I read and which I was trying to remember. It makes me think of you. Of us. Would you like to spend some time alone with me?
With pleasure. Meet me outside my room the next time we return to the house.
I will meet you there. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Are you still willing to spend some time with me?
More than ever. Come.
Those who fear the waters should stay within the shore's sight. Those who fear the pain that love procures should shun the flames when love endures, and both shall be safe from founder and blight. That is the next part of the poem. And I also have a question. What do you think about it? Are you afraid of sinking?
I know this poem, and I think this is the way it ends. For if water could quench love's dying embers, your love that burns and pains and severs, I would douse this fire with the sea of all my tears.
Then we shall set sail together on this bitter sea, my tempest.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Fought bravely, and your word is true on Ormanawi.
The Alliance is the ally of the congregation. Taking your side was not, but Governor Burren used... Please, wait before... I will do everything to dismantle this...
I trust you. Qua awalem seg on Ormanawi.
Goodbye.
Afra? What a surprise to see you here. You finally came to your senses.
Master, it's not...
Who is this person?
I am the legate of the merchant congregation, and I'm here to put an end to your crimes.
My crimes? What are you talking about? My work was for the good of humanity. Don't tell me you're crying over some savages. The survival of our species requires sacrifice.
What did you hope to find from all these experiments?
Since the Malachor never reached this island, I wanted to check if these savages were sensitive to it.
and I discovered that they were naturally resistant.
Do you really?
So I tried to isolate this resistance to develop a cure, but I doubt that you will be able to.
Why do you bother with the North?
You are known to be immunized too. I wanted to be precise. This is not the case.
How many of my people did you have to slaughter to...
Come on, Afra, my dear student. Will you let these... Are you not also devoted to science?
Science and truth. I'm ashamed of having been taught by you. If I had, we could have prevented...
You disappoint. When I think what I...
We learned everything we wanted to know. This lab...
You think so?
A bit of poison on my brain. Let's go!
Stop! Think of my knowledge. All that I have accomplished. That can never disappear.
You will answer for your crimes in court.
But I'll be out soon. My colleagues will understand the importance of my work.
We shall see about that. Will the trial begin soon?
It seems to be the right time. Excellent investigation work. I think we have every chance of winning.
Where will the trial be held?
At the palace. I regret to inform you that you will not be able to attend. However, I'm sure the governor will keep you informed of the outcome of the proceedings.
Madame, congratulations. The trial was exemplary. Asili's madness was exposed to the entire world. And you have demonstrated the horror of his methods.
Thank you, Excellency. But all praise should be showered upon Lady de Sade. The evidence she supplied was irrefutable.
It was necessary that you hear the victims, in order to understand the extremities to which your science has taken you.
Come now. One cannot conclude that science was guilty here.
Not science, but the savants were. It is never right to set aside humanity in the name of the common good. No knowledge justifies killing or torture.
Your words are wise, and I promise to remember them.
You have not always shown yourself a man of impeccable judgment, Excellency.
We are all, from time to time, victim of our own blind enthusiasm, that is true. But this trial has shaken my usual resolve. It may very well change the course of history.
Afra, are you certain that you want to attend this?
I do not want to attend. I must.
Dr. Asili, you have been found guilty of all accusations brought against you. In consequence, the Bridge Alliance Tribunal condemns you to death. Do you have any final words?
You treat me like a monster. But how many times have you stayed your own hands? So close to the goal to finally find a remedy, you would have done as I. What do a few lives mean when the future of all humanity hangs in the balance? You are nothing more than idiots, incompetents, and you, Baron, are the greatest hypocrite of all. You know that I am right.
Executioner, earn your pay.
You know that I am right.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
prisoners have been dead for days. There's no one left to set free. Let's get out of here. How did the battle go for you?
We prevailed.
Congratulations. We were able to set the...
Do not worry. We will bring them back to Vedluk. You have shown bravery and I hope to see you in the village again.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders, and you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so? Do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Once the power is in her hands, she will send a wave of blood and destruction over the entire island. I know that you are bound to this island, but think of the others, of us, of your cousin. Think about it.
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe someone other than you must become the High King.
Someone more easily manipulated, who will obey the orders of the Renaigse. Too bad. I have come to...
Bit of poison on my blade.
Enough. I accept my defeat. Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
Indeed. So it seems. We will meet again at Dorhead Genador. Until then, Deirdre.
And so?
Here. I should have given it to you back there in the tomb. I needed a little time to think.
The Council will soon unite. I must go, and win. Thank you for giving it to me in the end. You are a Carant now. Have no fear. I keep my promises. I saw a Renaigse fleeing the sanctuary. The Monastenaig must have slipped past you. Enon Milfrichtimen cannot have been pleased about it. Did he still give you the answers you were looking for?
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the Colonials have treated it. Is actually some kind of poison, and it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not...
So, the Renaigse would be if they weren't on the verge of doing the same thing. In terms of the antidote, Enon...
Thank you, Deirdre.
You look like you bit into a bitter fruit.
Yes.
But fine.
Goodbye.
Poison on my blade. And let's... We have succeeded! Bravo, soldiers! You shouldn't stay here. We're sustaining... The animals appear to be...
Your Excellency? Do you still want me to be with you?
Of course, you idiot. Come here.
I'm afraid to ask. But what happens now? You're everything that I want. And everything I love. What about you? Do you want me? I mean, in the future?
I cannot imagine life without you, Kurt. I love you too.
My sweet Excellency.
poison on my blade. Let's go!
It was this creature who was leading the animals. It looks like a guardian, but its skin is strange, covered with ulcers, as if it was sick. That could explain its change in behavior, but not the intelligence with which these attacks were led. No idea. I'm sorry. It left me no choice.
You fought bravely, and you did what you had to do. Our guardian had changed. It no longer recognized its children, and it was the one leading these beasts against us. Something really bad must have happened to it.
It resembled the other Guardian I told you about. As if they had the same disease.
Guardians don't get sick. They are far more than beasts.
And yet you and I saw the same thing. At last, the attack should... What are you doing here?
Who are these Renaitse?
They only came here to discover the source of the attacks.
And they thought we were
Why are you still here? You should have gone...
I'm sorry. We were uncertain that we could trust, and then we heard cries. And saw the giant creature, and we realized that it was this creature.
And you discovered that we...
Yes.
Then, if we let them...
You. Are you prepared to swear that you...
I hope that they will be fine.
We are extremely grateful.
Thank you, Darren. Now, let's go...
Qua awelem segrenite.
What are you doing?
Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you were talking about. But what are you doing here?
I've seen monsters to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. Oh, the temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill her for anything in the world.
Constantine, come back and explain yourself.
I think I saw this spoiled brat and now he's throwing beasts at us.
He's gone mad. It's the only explanation.
Let's see if you can ward off this fight. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Flesh of my earth, help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants, eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence, that terrified him to the point it changed who he is. You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope for a cure. And now it's my heart, my most sacred sanctuary that he covets. You must kill him.
That is madness.
The consequence of his folly, yes. Believe me, there is no other solution. Stop him, flesh of my earth, or there will be nothing left to save.
I still can't believe this.
I understand. You were raised with him. He is no doubt your closest relative, your best friend. But he has paled completely. And I would like...
We must learn more if we want this hiding place he was talking about.
If in his folly he remembered just a small bit of what I taught him, then he shall warn his guard. We will need to be discreet.
You're thinking of all the creatures that he has perverted.
Precisely. And against an army we will need soldiers. The natives...
We might also be able to count on help from the Nords. We should also be able to count on Sieglinde. Her troops will be... And of course, we can also go and find the Mother Cardinal, as well as Governor Buren. What an absurd project. But not here, on an island where every... Let's go.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Ward off this flank! Ward off this flank! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! I need healing! Let's see if we can ward off this flank!
It's dead. Now let's plant the seed Dunkus gave us at the base of the raised stone. Look. The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Doneigada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Let's see if we can ward off this fate! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
access the stone and plant Duncas's seed. Hello, Glendan.
Yurt Tirtomadon Olmenawi. What can I do for you?
To tell you that men are going to come all the way to the sanctuary. Some Renaigse.
I thank you for warning me in person. But our High Queen has already informed me. She is disgusted as much as I. But we do not really have a choice, do we?
No. It is all of Tirfridi. We have need of every able warrior to protect them. You need to prepare yourself as well. I fear that you will not be spared.
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will.
I have no doubt.
May the rocks give you their tough. Can I do anything else?
I must leave.
Qua awelam seg.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying she has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. And you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically.
Thank you. You have been precious allies. Now, let's go.
Legate de Sade, I presume.
Indeed. Delighted to meet you, Your Grace.
The accounts I've been given of you and your companions don't do you justice. Truly, it is a pleasure. We're going to become wonderful friends, you and I'm sure of it. Say, aren't we going to be cousins soon?
Pardon me, Your Grace, but I'm not sure I follow. And if I may ask...
Haven't you heard? Well, it seems that your uncle and my father have decided that your cousin, Prince Constantine, and I are to be married. So, here I am.
My. This is incredible news.
I know you must be surprised. However, this alliance will be a wonderful way to put an end to the enmity between us, don't you think?
Indeed. But I should warn you that the current situation is complicated. My cousin seems to have got it into his head that he'll conquer the island. And...
Oh? What audacity! But I'm sure our allies won't look very favorably on this situation. Still, I have to admit that such ambition only piques my interest in my new fiancé. I don't think it jeopardizes our arrangements. Not for the moment, at least. Then, you and I will be cousins, of course. Furthermore, I was hoping I might be able to count on your assistance.
Of course, Your Grace. What can I do for you?
You see, I didn't want to impose myself on New Serene until all the necessary... I had the Naughts drop us off in a quiet place outside the city. There were these savages and bandits skulking around the... Worst of all, they took the chest in which I was keeping them...
We try not to use the term savages. We're on their land, after all. And the congregation...
Right you are. Please excuse me. I'm still not... It's absolutely mortifying to have to ask you this, but... I would be eternal...
Since we're going to be cousins, I'll have to...
Well, aren't you just lovely? I'm afraid there isn't much to... But, as I had several older brothers, you may know that I've already been married once. But my husband was...
I'm very sorry for your loss.
You're too kind. After he died, he knew your cousin was unmarried. Is there anything else?
I must be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
I'm sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but...
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death, and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever. Come. Trust me. You won't regret it, cousin.
Who could have predicted, when my two young students left the port of Serene, that they'd become the gods of Teofredi, thus plunging the world into chaos
Certainly not me. So it seems that I am a poor teacher. Amongst those who had tried to prevent the ritual from taking place, only a handful of dazed survivors remained, helplessly facing hordes of creatures following the orders of the two cousins. Afra and Petrus, former rivals, fell together. They couldn't accept this treason from the one they believed in. As for Vasco, he managed to run away and join the Naut fleet. Rumor has it that he went to their island, his heart full of bitterness, and never left it again. With his help, Kurt managed to leave Teofredi, but only to die on another battlefield. Siora had done well to go back to her sister, who tried to lead a rebellion for a while, but just like the rest of the clans, she eventually acknowledged the power of their new gods. Exiled from the island, all our nations sunk into a state of constant warfare, each accusing the others of being responsible for their terrible defeat. The congregation is now on the verge of falling, and I have no doubt that the others will follow. The lives which haven't been taken by war will be taken by the Malicor. On Teofredi, the Nauts report that nature has reclaimed its rights in the cities. After a period of chaos that saw the death of many rebel islanders, the survivors reportedly all ended up acknowledging the power of the two cousins. But sadly, this is nothing but hearsay, since the news we receive is scarce and getting even more so. Fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their Donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malicor is decreasing. Of those who fought valiantly in Dorhat Genadu, very few survived, but they were crowned with glory. For despite their small number, they had managed to prevent the worst from happening. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkas's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his brother-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibility, these precious friendships allowed even though he still feels bitter about it at times, Siora, who had taken back her role as the Donegad of her clan, convinced them to join the Donea Exregao. Her heart was still full of disappointment for the time she spent in vain alongside a Renaigse. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another, and in so doing, they restored balance between the new world and the old. The natives' hostility to the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their Donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malicor is decreasing. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. This victory allowed Siora to become the Marl of her village, but she often leaves to be reunited with the one she believes to be her soulmate. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching her back as he always had. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research. It is said that she hid Petra despite the help Ulan received.
Come.
Good night, sweet prince.
Once Constantine had fallen, Deirdre kept her promise. She led all the native clans as they managed to drive the invaders off their island. The island found peace again, and nature took over the abandoned cities. But the old nations were plunged into war, and the Malicor grew ever more devastating. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching her back as he always had. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkasi's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his sister-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. After driving off the settlers, Deirdre started destroying what they had built. She wanted to erase all traces of the Inquisitors and savants who had hurt her people, only keeping what her Karants advised her to keep. Thanks to the help Dunkasi's clan received, it continued on its mission to heal the Earth. It attracted many young islanders who were eager to learn.
I went into the tomb. I found the crown that your ancient High Kings wore upon their heads.
And now you count on using it to lean upon the leader you have chose to reign.
Yes. I need to be certain that the one elected High King helps me encounter Enon Mil Frichtemann.
I already promised you my help in this matter. But the question left unanswered is this. Do you wish that your people may continue to settle here? For our mutual benefit?
Take it. I hope you will keep your word and make good on your promise.
The Council is beginning to unite. It is time I left you. Thank you for having given me the crown. I will not forget your help. I promise you this.
Terence, I am glad you came to talk to me. I have something to ask you.
I'm listening.
What do the women on your island do when they really like someone? Everything is so complicated where you come from.
In my culture, we do not talk about our feelings. Especially not amongst nobles. Marriages are arranged more often than not.
I knew it. Never mind. I'll do it my way. Your body and your soul. And if you feel the same way.
I would love that too. Meet me outside my room the next time we're at the house.
I will be there. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Anal Manawi, do you still agree to spend some time with me?
Of course. I was waiting for this moment. Come.
I have never met someone like you. On Almanawi. My heart has never beaten so fast for anyone. What about you? Do you think you are my Menundanem?
I hope so. Because I love you too, Siora.
Kairto. This is how we say I love you in our language. Koden nes greda komolai. Our two hearts beat together.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if we can ward off this fight. Let's see if you can ward off this fight. Let's see if you can ward off this fight. Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
Found it, Dana.
It looks like an altar. What is this?
Fantastic! You are now a champion of the arena. I must say that this is the first time I've ever seen such a young team leader win the title. Allow me to give you this. The prize awarded to champions.
Thank you.
May the enlightened help us.
On my blade. Let's go!
Our enemies!
blade. Then let's go!
Should be able to release Constantine from his stone prison.
You're right. Let's go see him, quick. Constantine! Wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We are bringing you home to get you healed.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
What are you doing?
Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you were talking about. But what are you doing here?
I've seen monsters to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. Oh, the temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill her for anything in the world.
Constantine, come back and explain yourself.
I think I saw this spoiled brat out of the way, and now he's throwing beasts at us.
He's gone mad. It's the only explanation.
Let's see if you can ward off this fight. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Flesh of...
A bit of poison on my brain. Then let's go! Death sentence hoping we'd be killed off by those beasts. And to start off, she said an ambush.
Access the stone and plant Duncus's seed.
feint!
Let's see if you can ward off this
feint!
It was this creature who was leading the animals. It looks like a guardian.
A bit of poison on my blade.
And let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
It was this creature who was leading the animals.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Take a potion if you want to cast more spell. No. Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Let's see if you can ward off this feint. You can ward off this feint.
It was this creature who was leading the animals.
Poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Potion if you want to cast your spell.
die?
No idea.
You fought bravely, and you did. Our Guardian had changed something really bad.
It resembled...
Guardians don't...
And yet, you and I... What are you...
Who are...
They only came here to discover...
And they thought, why you stay?
And then we heard cry, and we realized...
And you discovered...
Yes.
Again.
You.
I hope that they... Fine.
We are extreme.
Thank you, Doug. Qua our...
We'll have more to do.
Constantine! Come back and explain yourself.
I think I taught this spoiled brat how to wield a weapon. And now he's throwing beasts at us.
He's gone mad. It's the only explanation.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Move away! Things are about to get... dicey! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Potion if you want to cast this spell!
Flesh of my earth, help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes. But I don't understand.
What he wants, eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed who he is. You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope for a cure. And now it's my heart, my most sacred site. You must...
That is madness.
The consequence of his folly. Stop him.
I still can't believe...
I understand. You were raised with... But he has paled.
We must learn more. This hiding place...
If in his folly he remembered just a small... We will need to be discreet.
You're thinking of all the creatures.
Precisely. And against...
We might also... We should also be able... And of course, we can also... What an absurd project. Not here. Let's go.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
are about to get dicey! Things are about to get dicey! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Running out of energy. Drink a potion. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Potion if you want to cast.
It's dead. Now let's plant the seed Dunkus gave us at the base of the raised stone. Look, the plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Doneigada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond. Plant Dunkus's seed.
Sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but...
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power.
allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death, and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me, and we will... Come.
Good night, sweet prince.
After the fall of Constantine, things went back to the way they were. The settlers kept flowing in, and the influence of the old nations on the island increased. It relegated the natives to small enclaves around their villages. The Malachor devastated everything, and eventually even appeared on Tir Fredi. Those who bravely fought at Dor had Gennadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. This victory allowed Siora to become the Marl of her village, but she often leaves to be reunited with the one she believes to be her soulmate. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching her back as he always had. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkas's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his sister-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Under Ulan's authority, the face of the island changed. New mines, fields, and sawmills appeared. Cities became larger. All of this contributed to the wealth and power of the Sisag-Names clan, at the expense of the others. Her friendship with Aranaigse helped Deirdre to overcome her reticence. She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King. Thanks to the help Dunkas's clan received, it continued on its mission to heal the Earth. It attracted many young islanders who were eager to learn. Following the investigations revealing the horrifying practices of Dr. Asili, the Alliance changed their methods and even appointed an ethics council to oversee the work of its scholars. The public revelations of St. Matthias's life led to a deep change in Thélème. The Ordo Luminis was dismantled for good, and the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion. Now that the Naut's sailing techniques were known, others tried their hand at them, without success for the time being. Simply knowing the techniques could not take the place of the Guild's centuries of experience. Under Sieglinder's control, the Guard returned to the honorable values that had made its reputation, despite the negative influence of some shady members in their midst.
Sir de Corsilion.
The Sade, my young student, what can I do for you?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well, let's see. Oh, this is remarkable work. You explored the entire surface of the island. Well, almost. Congratulations. Thanks to you, our merchants and explorers will be able to reach the heart of this island safely. The Prince will surely be very grateful for this. I know I am. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilion.